Hello, this is Mike, and I want to go ahead and show you a little bit about the process management system we have here. I'm using this example. I'm going to use Redbeard Coffee Traders. Go ahead and look at the categories of processes we have. We have retail operations, we have wholesale operations, we have corporate operations. So I'm going to click here into wholesale operations. We're going to look into video roasting. I'm going to go into a roasting process on how to roast beans. So what we've got is who's all involved in this process. So we've got 4 people. We've got the head roaster, the sales manager, and the warehouse manager. So what we have down here on the left-hand side is what's done. On the right-hand side is how it's done. We also have something in the middle as our swim lanes. We use something called RACI. RACI stands for Responsible, Assist, Consult, Inform. So we can see how everybody is involved in this process. So we can take this process from the beginning to end and go through and look at many different things and how the process works. One of the things we're able to do is we're able to hyperlink to certain things that are important to the process. For example, if you wanted to hyperlink to a video on how to roast your coffee, you hyperlink to it here, you click on it, it goes ahead, and it'll open up to the YouTube process. And I don't want to go too far into that. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. But you can see that we can just hyperlink to a document. So one of these here we have refer to the FDA labeling standards. We want to make sure that we're labeling our product according to the proper standards. So what we could do here is we can go ahead, we can click on the FDA labeling standards. It'll take us right to that website and show us what that is. We can go ahead and look at it or any other information that we want to put there. So one of the things we're able to do with this system, besides what we're doing here is just looking at the processes, we can get into some more details behind the scenes. We got 3 customizable tabs we can put here. I've only used 2, but we've got a third that we can add. We can enable them whatever we like. So for example, this one could be risk. So what are the risks associated here? So step 1, with selecting the recipe, there's a quality issue. And we're saying it's a 10, 1 out of 10. And we're going to say it's the highest risk we potentially had. This is something that we can customize and put whatever we want. Check out inventory. Well, this is a financial risk. Okay, number 8. So we want to make sure that things are done properly to ensure the financials of the company. So these are the types of things that can be seen and kind of go from there. The other thing we have here is standards. What are the standards that we want to be upheld to in our process? So this one again is FDA food labeling standards. There could be some standards that are required for the bean processing as well. So I'm going to go right back. I'm going to go back to the task description. We have the ability also to go ahead and print out a checklist if we wanted to. So we go to the checklist, hit it there, open, click, checklist opens. We're able to put in all the information. Maybe give the project number here, the name of the people that are actually doing it. We can gather some comments. In a minute, I'm going to show you how we can execute this process within the software, but this is just the old-fashioned way of doing it. We can do it with pen and paper here. So here we are. We're back here. We're looking at what's going on here. Everything's done. We go from there. So what we have the ability also here to do is, I don't have it up here, but we generally will have an email tab that we can go ahead and we can email the owner of the process if we have a question on what's going on in the process, just so we can communicate. We don't want our people that are using and viewing the processes having the ability to change them. We want to have a process to change processes. But here we go. We have the cursor's going to move over here. We're going to go over the head roaster. The whole roaster's name here is Jared. He reports to the owner of the business. We can put some information about him. But let's say Jared left the company and we needed a new roaster, new head roaster. What we could do is have that new head roaster come into the roles section, go to the head roaster section, and what we can do now is find all the processes where that person is involved. So we've got the ones where he's responsible, consulted, ones he owns, ones he's approved. Everything's there. We have the ability in here to link to all of our documents, our videos, anything we put in here, websites. We can put in our corporate documents, HR documents, anything we want here can all go inside this system. I just want to show you, so it's very simple and easy to find the processes. So we just kind of come back where we're going to look at retail, we're going to look at wholesale. We can look at this from another view here. We're going to look at corporate operations, everything like that. We can see the system information, the latest processes, the documents that are uploaded, the standards that have been uploaded, the resources that we've had. So everything's here on one page and people can find it. So it's very simple for our team to get in and find out what's going on in their job. Let's go over here and let's go just get behind the scenes and look what's going on. So here's that we're going to go into the wholesale coffee roasting process. Well, let's see if we wanted to go execute that process. So we highlight on it, come out to execute the process. Hit execute this process, hit yes. Comes up, we give it a job number, ABC, ABD, give it a name. We're going to go Jared again. He's in charge. This is a 3-day process we figure it's going to take. There's a lot of coffee that needs to be done, so this needs to be done by Monday. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of go in there. So now what's in there is ready to execute. So we're going to hit near the execute processes. Here it is. If we wanted to go into some of the details, we can pull it up. We can see who's there. We can actually go in and see what the actual start date is, the actual completion date. If they're going through, we can check when they completed it. So it'll date and timestamp when we complete each step in the process. But if we wanted to add comments, we could go in there and add comments about the problems. Well, what if we had an issue in the process? So maybe we were out of beans or something happened. We could go in and raise an issue. The issue would be with whatever task it is in the process. So it would be checkout inventory. There was something there. No beans. So we're going to comment missing Colombian beans. Not enough stock. So who's going to be the responsible person? We're going to go there, find out who it is. We're probably going to say it's the sales and inventory manager. We're going to go in there and click on it. Do we want to prevent this process from moving forward until it's closed? Maybe we could put that, but we're just kind of get in here and go, okay. And so what happened is now is when we start entering information, we can gather all that information. So it's a very simple process to use. It's very simple software to use. Sorry, I'm having some mouse issues right now. But let's say if we want to go ahead and define a process, very simple, define a new process. Yes, we tell it the process group it wants to go into. So we're going to say operations, process reference number, and we may say wholesale coffee packaging. We'll go in there. There it is. We can get some information on the comments. Meet FDA approval. And then go in. And it's very simple. And all we do is start going in. We hit the next button. We just start typing in. What do we do? How do we do it? I don't type very fast, so I'm just going to give it some gibberish. So what do we do? How do we do it? Add it. What do we do? How do we do it? Great. It's only 2 steps. We're going to go next. Say who's involved in this process. We're going to put the people out. Say the red roastmaster. We're going to add them. And we're going to say the inventory manager. We're going to go in there and add them. We get next. We're going to say who's responsible. Click on the responsibility from the 2 that we chose. This person's responsible. This person's responsible. And this guy will assist him, or he's consultant. And there we go. Hit OK. We hit next. Takes a second. It tells us success. The process is there. We finish up. We go into our process manager. We'll look at that new one. Wholesale coffee packaging. There it is. 2 tasks. There they are. We can put revision. We can add tasks. So it's very simple to go in and add information, get it up, and make it very simple for your team to get it. So thank you very much for taking a few minutes to look at this. If you'd like more information, please call me. My name is Michael Rager, 713-201-5559. Michael Rager at Corporate Memory Solutions, 713-201-5559. Thanks and have a great day.